SuperCoach this week was a disaster. 1776 was my round score, going down 11k in the rankings. There is a reason for this though, so may as well have a look. This is my team. Let's go through it. Firstly, we have Sheasel. Was on track for a lot more than 110, but you take it. Luke Ryan, what a disaster. Was on 32 at quarter time, then scored nothing. Basically scored 58 in the next 3 quarters, so not what you want. Tom Stewart, I think he was concussed. We'll quickly check on that because depending on the injury that he did endure, ruled out after a concussion. So yeah, he'll be ruled out for the next game, but he should, he'll miss against Carlton, but then he'll be back. Then we have Mass. He was subbed out, still has a 45 break even, so he should pass it, but there's not much more money to make here. You should go up a little bit more. If he scores an 84, it'll go up 18k, but then after that it's just not much worth keeping, so he's on the trade block. Zach Williams had an injury, I don't know what it was, but I assume it's time to trade this guy out. Let's quickly have a look. Achilles knock, he's out. He's gone, so he will be gone. Closey had a decent game, but was on 30 at like quarter time, so after that he wasn't the best. Howes will be back this week, so that's good. Pink obviously didn't play. Bontempelli played really well, and proud for him for the bounce back. His break even still 171, but he's in 50% of teams, so not that much worry. Still not his best night, but when you get pumped, it's not the easiest thing to get a good score, so I am not going to blame him. Break even up to 133, hopefully he can get that. Caleb Sarong, I'm very disappointed. This is where everything went wrong really. He was on 46 at quarter time. 46. Then he scored 73 in the next 3 quarters. For a guy like this, you want him to be scoring 30 points a quarter. So it means, let's say, at minimum, he scores 30 points a quarter. That gets him 90. And then you add the 90 to the 46 he had in the first quarter, 136. He was 20 points off that tonight. Disappointed. Dacos, incredible last quarter. Got to give him his props there. Played very well. He wasn't playing well in the first half. I think he was 43 points at halftime, but scored 90 points in that second half. Took Miller, just was inefficient with the footy. No need to panic. Still a good player. Matty Roberts played excellent off halfback. Got to give him his props. He's still going to make us some more money after that, and he's projected to go up to at least 436, which is good for our SuperCoach teams. Next we have Sanders. He's a must trade out after Bever did some of his magic again. Then we have Will Graham. He went up 69k. You take that. He's just going to go up from here. Projected to, well, depends on what his points are projected. Projected if he scores 57, he's going to go up at least to 270, which is good for us. Then we have Wilson, reset his cash gen back to a 5 break even. If he scores 54s, which I don't think he will, he's a bit better than that, then he should go up in price at least to the 300k mark, I think. And they say he's going to go up 35k in the next 2 weeks, which is good. Jai Clark went down. He was subbed on after Tom Stewart got subbed out in that second quarter. So unlucky, but whatever. He's not the best player. He's just sitting there because he's actually getting a game. Team English played well. 114, you take that, especially after the stinker last week. If anybody wants to jump on English, jump on him next week. He'll score good against Freo, and then he's primed for the picking. Heaney, here you go guys. He could go up in break even a lot. If he scores a 115 this week, which is still a good score, he'll go up, but then the next week he is looking to go down 13k, but he's projected 134. So let's say he scores a 115 again, then he will go down 20 to 30k, and his break even will still be at the 140 mark. So here you go guys, if you don't have Heaney, here's your chance in the next couple of weeks. Keep him on your watch list. Sam Flanders, I feel like everybody's got this bloke. He's in 50% of teams, and rightfully so. He's averaging 117, so good for him. Luke Jackson, been average, but I still think he'll be a top 6 forward, so I'm not going to worry about him. But if you traded him out when you did, fair enough. If you still have him, fair enough. Tom Powell, 73, disappointed. I picked him up to be a primo, and ever since he has scored 73, he's scored 98 and now 73 again, which isn't the best. 3-round average of 81, but at least if he averages 90 for the year, I'm happy. Dempsey, he's going to be on the chopping block next week with a break even of 66. That was a stinker from him. He was at 24 at quarter time and then did nothing, so just got to watch out there. They still think that he will make a little bit more money and could get up to 350k, which would be handy, but I don't think that will happen. Sam Darcy went up 32k this week, and his break even is rising. He's gonna have to be a trade out target in 2 to 3 weeks, but he's made his money. He's nearly already at 300k, and you can trade him out if you wanted to right now, because who knows if he scores 32 next week. Harvey Thomas, another trade out candidate, 25 as a break even. Actually, that's actually not terrible, but he's still a trade out target. Nah, I'm not buying. He's the trade out target. He could not get 25. It's Harvey Thomas, you never know. So let's have a look at the people that people are getting in. Jordan Dawson scored big on the weekend. He has to be in your considerations at least. Zach Williams is getting traded out by 21% of the comp, same with Sanders. And the other guy I'm going to get rid of is, where is he? So Williams, Sanders and Thomas, but not many people have Thomas, I assume. Let's go to the players, have a look at who we might want to get. Bailey Dale, if you want to be a bit risky, then you could go for him. Jordan Dawson, player you could get in. His break even's low again, so yeah, that big score last week, people are going to start getting him in. Then Harley Reid, I'm frustrated that I got this guy out, but whatever, who cares at this point. Then we have a few other good players here. Sam Walsh, if you want to get him in, it's a risk. He's injury prone, but go for it if you want it. Jack McRae, this is the other guy I wanted to talk about. He's very interesting. He played very well on the weekend. I feel like I need to see it for one more week and then lock him in your sides, guys. His break even is low, 64, so he'll probably pass that, but you just gotta watch. Like, his projected scores are low. It's not good for he's obviously not going to continue to go down. I think he'll start going back up again, so just continue to watch Jack McRae, because he probably will be a top 6 forward, and he's dropped 80k in price. Okay, let's go on to the rookies. This year we have Hugo Garcia. This week we got Hugo Garcia at -45. We have Bigger at -60. And those are the 2 rookies really, because I don't trust Jury. He scored a 39. And Toby Conway, you can do it if you want to just downgrade, which I don't blame you. Harley Reid, man, he's gonna go up to 500k, but nothing I can really do about it. So that is what I'm gonna do. We also got DPP changes, so any of you have Martin or any of them, congrats, I got Roberts, which is good for me. I'm going to put Dacos in the back line. I'm going to trade out Sanders, and I'm going to trade out Thomas. And let's do some trades. First, we have to go break even. We'll get in Bigger, and we'll get in Garcia. And now we have to change this back to round 6 summary. Average, could get in Walsh, but I'm a bit unsure about that. I think I'm going to go here. He's just guaranteed to be a top 8 mid, and I'm going to eventually have to get him in, so it's been an hour later. So this is how I'll probably be lining up. We're Petracca as VC, and Bond to Optus. I'm not trusting that. Heaney, who's he playing? The Hawthorn at the MCG. He could be a strong captain pick. Could be a very strong captain pick. Even took Miller against West Coast, but West Coast have proven to be decent. Interesting. Tom Stewart's not going to play this week, so I'm going to have to sub him out for Howes. Bit of a bummer, but that'll do. Don't mind this back 6, but when's St Kilda playing? They're playing on the Saturday. So if I want to loop the Gold Coast player for when are Geelong playing? They're playing... Okay, yeah, I could do that. I could loop a Geelong player on for Wilson if Wilson scores good. I'm going to... Oh, wait. Garcia's definitely coming off the bench. I trust Wilson more. Yeah, that's how I'm going to set up. I like that. Like that a lot. Should I lock in Heaney? Yeah, Heaney will be... Yeah, that's good. Could Jack Steele be an option? Nope. I'm not trusting that. Against the Port Adelaide midfield. Luke Ryan. No. Dacos. Ooh, against Essendon. Actually, but Essendon has been good with tagging with Dry Cold One, Sammy Durham. Okay, well that's going to be my trades. As you guys can see, Petracca in, Garcia in, Nguyen in, Williams, Sanders, Thomas out. Now I only have how many Premos to get in? Stewart will slide back in, so 2 more here, 3 more here, and 2 more here. So that is 3, 5, 7 more in, which is decent. That'll change to 6 when Dempsey, Massimo, and Dempsey and Massimo will get traded up. As long as Massimo scores at least 60, he should go up enough, and Dempsey, as long as he beats his break even and gets like a 70, he'll go up to 310, Mass will go up to 355. That'll leave me with about 600. And there is a guy who I'm looking at, but may be out of my reach next week for the forward line. Dane Zorko. Been playing out of his mind. His break even 66. If he scores 104, he's going to go up 17k to 564, leaving me with... Okay, but I also have to look who is on the bubble next week that could be a potential rookie. Sam Naismith, obviously not. Riley Garcia is potential one. Did Shannon Neal play? No. Riley Garcia and Leek Alir could be one. Just gonna have to keep your eyes on them, but aside from that, those are the only 2 players, and yeah, that'll be it. I'll have a tipping video coming out very soon, so keep your eyes out for that. But aside from that, I'll see y'all in the next video.